Dimir Control in top 20 ranked Mythic Standard. We're giving it a go here today, leaning on the Oil Deep Gearhulk and Sheldred, potentially making a comeback in Standard. We shall see. I am hoping that since there's a fewer Screaming Nemesis around, given that more people are playing the Steel Cutter, maybe Lifelink and Life Gain could be a more viable strategy. So we're trying these guys out here heavily in the 4-drop slots. We also have lots of fun ofs in the deck. We're running 4 cutdowns, but then a single Spell Pierce for non-creature spells, a single Duress for non-creature spells, a single Intimidation Tactics, which can hit artifacts like the Steel Cutter or a creature card like any mono-red creature card, and a single Ghost Vacuum for some Graveyard Hate, a Deduce for some draw power, a 3 steps ahead for a hard counter in there, and then 2 Deadly Cover-Ups. Rest of the deck is largely just removal and card draw, 2 Annoyance, 4 Growth of Throats, a Nowhere to Run, an Edict, 4 Stock-Ups, 3 Jaces, and we do have 1 Excruciator on top. I don't think we have to win via this card, given that we have, you know, the Gearhulks and the Sheldred will get in for damage, some creature lands will get in for damage, we could just mill them out with Jace, but we do still have that Excruciator on top for the potential Wombo combo win on the spot. 26 land, let's give it a go in top 20 ranked Mythic Standard. I'm excited to play the Gearhulk because I don't think I've ever really played the card before. It came out in Alchemy and it never looked amazing to me, but I do think it could be better with the rise of the Steel Cutter. I think something like 22% of the decks played at the European Regional Championship ran the Steel Cutter, so certainly a big deal. Steel Cutter may or may not even be a part of my Rank 1 video, which I have yet to even begin editing, but it'll come out soonish. The Nougat. We are Rank 20 currently. That camera for y'all. We're on the draw. Spell Pierce, Nowhere to Run. Sure. It's okay. Hey, okay. Does not feel like we need the turn 2 Spell Pierce, unless there secretly is it. I suppose it's worth keeping open on the off chance. Want to get this card out of the hand whenever we can. It's not going to have too many great targets. Hero, okay. $218. That is all she wrote. Okay. I think we're just holding Nowhere to Run here for the mouse, ideally. Opponent's got some stick of their own, though. Probably not Burst Lightning, so probably a Rage in hand. Yeah. You can go, buddy. Still, double prowess triggers is nasty. Drop to 13. Jace is the only playable thing here. Get Jason plus. It is not ideal. We're still a couple turns off from Deadly Cover-Up as well. I don't know about this. Hold on tight.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
No lifelink showing up yet. Alright, Lightning Strike there. At least they'll devote some resources to attacking it down, it looks like.
You can easily be solved for.
Okay. Guess there are no more instants. Auto pass. Alright, so they only have like 2 or 3 drops in hand. Go throw. Not bad here. Get the tap land down. I don't have any instants. They could have a Nemesis in hand. I think that's where the Go Throat might go. Yeah, sure. I mean, it doesn't matter where we place it. We're going to Deadly Cover Up here anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6 damage. I think you just keep the life total high. Means we're out of gas, but hopefully we draw into something else. Sheldred or Oil Deep would be huge. It's another land. Could take all the Nemesis out. Is that the worst card to see here? Probably, right? Lightning Strike isn't great. I mean, the Nemesis is just obnoxious to ever block. It's probably you then. 2 lightning strikes in hand. Damn. Alright, we are effectively on 2. Just generic stuff, mono-ready stuff. There's shock in there. No burst lightning. Okay, that's fun. Okay. 2 lightning strikes in hand. Whew. And we are tapped out for Spell Pierce. They hit the land, so they can fire off both here while we're tapped out. That is lovely. But they might wait. Nope. It's a land. Great. I mean, I guess we'll hold back a Restless Reef blocker. Don't think we attack there. Hired Claw. Okay. Sheldred actually is good here. Hold on a second. Let's make him top deck it. It's a land. They don't top deck it. They do attack. Drop us to 1. Happily block. Alright. We are officially alive. Let's have him whiff 1 more turn. Draw a card. Okay. Restless Reef attack, mill them out, I guess. We don't need 2 blockers, right? Probably hold back Sheldred. If they top deck the Nemesis, we do lose. 8. Does make a 2-turn clock, though. Actually, we took all the Nemesis out. So has to be Lightning Strike. Yeah, let's just push here, right? Can mill the opponent a bit. Land on top. That would have been nice. Alright, well, we win next turn if they cannot stop us. Don't need you. Alright, Nougat. Can you top deck lethal? No! Alright. Sheldred showing up. That was a close game. Much closer than I would have liked. We stay at rank 20. So much risk, so little reward. Anxiety inducing. I do not enjoy that very much. Alright. Off to the races. 1 win. 1-0. Deck is busted. Certified busted. There are no mistakes, only happy accidents that may lead to you trying a new strategy. That's cute. What's going on in the comment section? Kostos Giotis says, how do you get to Mythic so fast? Speedy, baby. It's for speed. I've been doing this most months. I didn't do it last month because I was planning to do a Mythic speedrun with Mono Red, actually, post Monstrous Rage ban, and then it didn't happen. So I was like, I don't really know what to do. There are no new decks. Like, is anyone going to watch it? I don't really know what the point is. So I didn't do it last month. But I did do a race as soon as the ladder resets. Yeah, I just hopped on and grounded out against number 9 Mythic in Standard. It's going to be Mono Red. There's no doubt in my mind about it. We're on the play. It's really not a good hand versus Mono Red. That's more interaction. But on the off chance they got to Mythic via Mono Red and then switched to something else, you know, they could be something else here. Oh, all right. Okay. Well, we only have 1 piece of Graveyard Hate if they are Omniscience. I'm just guessing if they're at rank 9 that they, you know, used a A-tier, top-tier deck, which is either Omniscience or Mono Red. Okay. Last fast land, we'll go for the stock up. We do need, yeah, either Graveyard Hate or Counterspell or multiple removal spells for the big turn. He is, in fact, Omniscience. And they got it right in the graveyard. Flourishing. I know Affliction does nothing. Sheldred is a threat eventually. I don't really know. I mean, we have to hold up and go for the throat, or we can just screw it. I know Affliction is actually useless, right? Because mana value is... Even the copy is not. I guess we'll take the creature land at some point. Uncounterable. And the question is, we hold go for the throat for turn 4. And hope they don't also have the counterspell. Main phase Dragonstorm, okay. I kind of think we just Sheldred here. Double go for the throat is actually a little more enticing. And then next turn we could play Baby Jace and hold up in 1, I guess. It's a bad place to be because they kind of just get farther ahead, but I think we'll give it a go. Manual taps, Dragonstorm. We definitely don't have the Awakening this turn. So we kind of wasted a chance to get ahead, but there's no way to know. Who's to say they don't just go land, a Wheel's Awakening, win on the spot, game's over. But I think we'll risk a Baby Jace here. And since they already milled the Omniscience, we might mill them out. Alright, there is their 4th land. Alright, we got nothing here. Sadly. Now we have a hard counter. That's interesting. That is interesting. I don't want to sit here and do nothing, though. Well, that's the question. Baby Jace and hold a single go for the throat. If they have the counter, they win. Or we do nothing another turn. I think we wait one more turn because we have the land anyway. We could Baby Jace and then still hold open 3 for 3 steps ahead next turn. And not be too sad about it. Let's see if they have the new uncounterable land. Not yet, but Alright, you gonna go for it, you chicken? Ah, you little chicken. Okay, I'll go. Cool. Here comes Baby Jace. I don't think they're gonna main deck negate. Hold open 3 steps ahead. Moment of truth now. Okay. And I do think we're milling them out because they already have 1 Omniscience. So unless we magically hit our Graveyard Hate card, we'll get them to 20 closer and start getting triple draws. They've been the next one. Alright, I mean, at this point, we just mill them out. 40 cards left is quite a lot. But I don't think there's a reason not to do this. With a Regent, next land. Alright, hold the counter. Once they get up to 7 mana, then the counter wars get more complicated because they can hold open Confounding Riddle to counter our counter. So then we need 4 mana open to pay for it. Alright, they do go for it here. They should not run Negate. I don't think people main deck Negate. Counter target spell. Unless they do. Nope. Okay. Thank you. Round 1. We got more rounds to go, buddy. It ain't over till it's over. Mill and Awakening. Get it back. Alright. That is a useless card for us. So we can hold open double go for the throat here, I suppose. Which means we can't play Sheldred yet. So I guess we'll just play a Reef instead. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Okay. Double go for the throat. Hope that is enough to get there. Have the next land, so they can counter one of the go for the throats. They have the Confounding Riddle. We can pay for the first one, but we can't pay for the second one. 2 attacks. You got Chart a Course. Oh, do nothing. Little chicken. Knowing Affliction will never have a better target, right? So I think we just fire this off now. Little does he know, we only had 1 counterspell in the whole deck, and it is gone. Alright, this is good. Oh, the Duress. I don't know how you're going to feel about that. 12 cards. They're not quite to, either that or you Sheldred here, but I think we'll try to Duress. Hopefully they just have 1 Awakening. Nope. Dude has 2. 4 mana. Found the third path also gets it back. That's quite bad for us. All of this is actually really bad for us. If we take one Omniscience, then they actually just can't respond with it, which is maybe one of the best things we can take here. They get double Awakening, but we could deal with each. Okay. And then, I think we'll plus. Can't play Sheldred just yet.
Our plans are beyond your comprehension.
Unless they don't have to land. I mean, we know what their hand is. We could risk it here. No, they'll hit the land off the Meringue. Gotta be eyeing lethal. We have 1 mil for 4. They have 32 cards left. They are getting low. If we top deck Jace, we kind of just win. Could even play it underneath a Confounding Riddle for 4. Pay 4. Let's hold full control so they don't know that when they cast this thing we don't have the counterspell. Let's at least pretend we have the counterspell. Okay, here comes Awakening Part 1. They get to put one more spell on the stack. Just maybe the next Awakening. Is in fact the next Awakening. Okay, well, here goes the first one. Fortunately, if they have a counter... I mean, we're looking like an L here. Okay, here comes the second one. Question is, do they have the counter in hand? Stock up. I mean, I will try. What's that last card? What is the unknown card? They can Meringue and dig for it. They don't have the counter yet. Well, we're out of gas, so either they have it or they don't. We did try. Taken through the graveyard here at instant speed. What is that for? Take it again, 0 mana, draw 3, discard a card. Okay, did you find the riddle yet? No! Wow, we live another day. Opponent with 25 cards left. We will get a triple draw off the Jace. Huh. They could stock up into the next Awakening. There's only 1 left, right? We've seen 3 down here. 3 down here, 1's in the deck. Ha! They have the next one. Good for you, dude. Great. Okay, likely they just win here unless they already milled both Arcavios, for example. But it looks like all of them are in the deck, so pretty confident they can get... Yeah, I'm sure they can get the rest of the way. Alright, so we're about ready to scoop. That can also get back random spells. I don't think it's really worth our time. They have 5 cards on hand, right? Oh, they're going to infinite loop with this. They need Arcavios, though. This is my version. I like having found the third path. It's another win con the deck. Cool. You can bounce the Regent itself, plus the third path back to hand, I guess. Is how I do it. Plus the Dragonstorm. That feels... Why don't they bounce the Regent? Return to 2 other target. Yeah, okay, sure. I mean, I'm sure they can get there. I think we'll scoop just for your time. We didn't even see an Arcavios, so I don't think it's worth your time. If I was alone, I would wait and just see in case they, you know, mess up, but I'm not gonna waste your time with that. Everyone's seen it. But not a bad showing. They happen to have the 4th of Willow's Awakening. They stocked up, but they looked at top 5 out of 25 cards, so like 20% chance, and they actually hit it. Otherwise, game could have gone on. We could have minus the Jace, drew 3. Maybe that sets us up for better turns. I don't know. Not this time, though. Ralp. HS. The mighty Ralp. We're on the draw. I have cut down. Some more removal would be nice, I suppose. Let's black. Okay. It's black again. Maybe cut down a slasher twice and then stock up. That'd be okay with me. Annex, I'd be a little bit less thrilled to see here. The Revenant. That survives cut down. Okay. Sure. Well, this is all we got. Annoying with Affliction. Seems relevant. Sheldred and Jace and land and deduce. Jace is kind of hard for them to deal with, right? Specifically Planeswalker removal. Sheldred's great, but, you know, we'll die. I think we'll take the Jace here. Maybe a cut down. Definitely with land. Unstoppable Slasher. Well, we could anoint the Corsi and then cut down the Slasher for now and then Deadly Cover up next turn. If we were really cheeky, we don't have the next land. You could drop Jace here. You could do that. It's a little bit of a waste though, I feel like. Set up Jace. Plus it from 3 to 4. Revenant attacks. Then it's sitting on 1. Then we just have a random Jace sitting on 1. We don't have the evidence. Okay, now let's stick with the original plan. Let's go cut down and anoint here. Either game has bugged out or opponent has stick for 1 mana. I guess they have a cut down in their hand to target their own slasher. So we weren't planning to anoint the slasher anyway, but now is an extra reason not to, because it sounds like they're going to respond. I don't think we want the next one here. I think more land would be good. Alright, let's hope they play more creatures, and let's hope they don't bat away anything useful. Exile you. Save some life off the slasher, and then hope they go creature here for the Deadly Cover-Up sweep. They do. Cool. Alright. I think you just land Deadly Cover-Up. We could actually Jason plus and set up for 1 more creature. I don't think that is bad at all. Should play the Restless Reef then. Let's give that a go here. And we'll see if they have an Edict. Otherwise, they might not have a good way to deal with this. Okay, plus the Jace. Set up for the Deadly Cover-Up. Show me more creatures. They don't have the Edict. That is not a creature, sadly. Okay. Mill and sweep. Sure. Lots of stick here. They are really thinking about this. They just have cut down in hand, I think. Maybe they have more removal spells too, but it ain't an Edict. Is that another Revenant? Obliterator. Interesting. How much do we care about that? Three, 4, 5, 6. Slasher's going for good. We can take the Revenant here. Hopefully we can find an answer for Obliterators. Archfiend of the Dross, Scavenger Regent, go for Throat Cutdown. Okay, so we need more creature removal for sure. There's the next Corsi in the deck. Rise of the Dark Realms. 9 mana. Put all creature cards from all graveyards onto the battlefield under your control. Jeez, man. 3 Obliterators. 2 Slashers. They do have 2 Edicts, so Jace will die eventually. 3 Duress. 2 Soulstone Sanctuaries. Okay. Alright. I didn't see any Lilianas, actually. Maybe we'll take the Surveillance instead. Yeah. Not relevant for their hand, right? Okay. We keep digging. Six acquired. Cut down, not helpful. They scoop. Dude, we absolutely could have lost that game. Minus them, stock up. 21 Mythic. Okay. Duke 5615 says, I think you can't win with Call of the Spirit Dragons? Question mark. Don't you need a dragon of each color? All your dragons are red. You know what? I don't know. Let's find out. Call of the Spirit Dragons MTG. Let's see here. For each, at the beginning of your upkeep, for each color, put a +1 counter on a dragon you control that color. If you put +1 counters on 5 dragons this way, you win the game. Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Put for each color. Oh. For each color of dragon? Oh yeah, put a counter on a dragon you control of that color. Okay. Yeah, I think you are correct. So you do need dragons of 5 different colors. So that wasn't even a win con in the deck the other day. I think, unless someone else correct me if I'm wrong there, but I do, as I read it, it seems correct, your interpretation. All right, I've gotten like 5,000 comments on this. Apparently, well, not apparently, it's factually correct. If you decline the Cornucopia trigger, you only get it once per turn. You only get to accept it once per turn, but you can decline it in order to accept a better payoff later. So I missed apparently the very last game of yesterday's video. I could have declined the first Cornucopia trigger to play the second Cornucopia, and then when I played like a double pipped card, I could have gained 2 life off of each, would have brought me up to 5 life, and then I would have survived 1 more turn off the Annex. I don't know if I would have won or not, probably not, but that was a mistake. You're on the play with Cutdown. That's okay, I guess. More lands would be nice. I think we'll just get the Reef down here to start. Alright, show it to me. Rules Advisor Dropout. It's Orzhov. It's Pixies. How good is Deadly Cover-Up? Could be okay. I think we can get rid of 1 Go for the Throat here. That's fine by me. Take just a little peek in that hand. It's the Lantern, sure. Pixie and Kieran ready to go. So, who's getting discarded next? I think we keep Go for the Throat. And, bin the Deadly Cover-Up here. Then we can slam Jace and plus and still have an answer to defend it. Because we're not going to be able to minus it so easily into the Kieran. Assuming we hit land. Play the Kieran, kill it here. I don't think Ghost Vacuum is the future. Fairly lackluster start. Pick it up. Put it back down. Sure. Spin the Goose Vacuum and just hope to hit land. Alright, land off the top. Surveil land off the top. Should have been more specific. Deduce. We're going to play Jace next turn, probably, right? Even another land would be okay. Card draw's not bad against what they're doing. But I think we mostly want to defend Jace. Pick it up. Put it back down. There goes my last card. To 11. If only I could cashed it. It's a good card. Maybe it'll stick around. Doesn't die to nowhere to run. If they don't have any more discard effects or any more pick it up, put it back down, we could top deck land, play it, and be fairly happy with that outcome. Could also have the, whatever. What's it called? Sack a creature or discard a card spell? Momentum Breaker is what I'm thinking of. But if they had it, they would have played it, I think. Scroll Shift. That is lovely. So we lose the Sheldred. Oh, God, you piece of crap. If you hit Sheldred, do we win? It goes a long way. If we don't, which is a high probability to have to not have an untapped land. Yeah, I mean, I guess we lose Sheldred here. While they're tapped out, then they can't draw a Kieran and bounce the Pixie and save it. Full price Bailmerk. Well, Sheldred wasn't going to do too much against that anyway. Okay. This has been a lovely game of Magic thus far. Attack Bailmerk for 5. Pick it up. Put it back down. Lose last 2 life. Lose our last card. I am good to go. We will run back the next game. Cook 1204 says, was pondering what you said about the frequency of having to play against mono red. In theory, isn't that kind of a forever problem from the game designer's perspective? As you mentioned, we're talking about a few points better win percentage, but given the complexity of the game, won't this disparity always exist in some fashion between strategies? And won't people always flock for the best combination win percentage / speed of play, regardless of how small the margin, since the math says over time they will have an advantage? Just kind of trying to think through this issue to the logical conclusion, as it seems to be an ongoing issue. I just don't see the problem ever totally going away, as I don't see how you design a perfect balanced system between all strategies with so many different variables to consider. I love debating it out, though. Kind of fun. I've said this before. This has been my solution. Man, other people did have pretty good solutions in the comments, but maybe they'll all repeat them now because I don't remember them. My solution is have 2 queues, standard balance, and then standard as we know it. And when you queue up for standard balance, there is a % chance that you represent one of the 90-ish unique color combinations. And so if you make it into that queue successfully, you'll only have a 1 out of 90 chance to play mono red aggro, and 1 out of 90 chance to play, whatever this is, Dimir Midrange. I want to play with just removal. Guess that's okay. I'm drawing to something better. And then if you don't make it into that category, then you go into the random standard queue. So that would, maybe there's an option to choose which one you go into. Either you can take on the slower wait time, which not everyone wants to do. Been a land. That's a good draw for us. Or you can just get dumped into standard. And so what that would mean is if you play not mono red, if you play not a highly played deck, it's a good draw for us too, then you'll get to play against stuff that's not mono red way more frequently, and your queue time will still be small. If you play mono red, you can either pick. Either have a long queue time to get into the meta balance, where you're competing against every other mono red player to get your 1 out of 90 slot. I guess land for Sheldred, and the Jace seems good. Or you can say, no, I don't care about that. It'd be nice if I got in, but I'd rather take the queue time fast and just go into the regular standard queue. So that is the solution I came up with. And I think there were some people who had some decent solutions. This is a annoying target for us. It does not die to go for the throat here. So here comes Sheldred round 1. In order to actually balance it, I agree, it would be very difficult. In my mind, that is what Alchemy was supposed to do. Instead of printing a bunch of new cards and asking us to spend more money on new cards, they could have just balanced the old cards. You know, tweak down Monstrous Rage a little bit. Take Elf Tribal, just pump up Elves a little bit. Take Mono Green, which has sucked forever, and try to make something out of that. It's probably just Sheldred this turn. We need a Sweeper is what we need. So those are my thoughts. I've talked about this before, and other people also had interesting other ideas to fix it. If you want to repeat them in the comments, I'll read them tomorrow, but I don't remember what they are off the top of my head. This was like a couple months ago. This is some old school mono black shenanigans. A little bit of Gix, a Misery Shadow in here. I think this dude is just running with the rares and mythics he's got. It is not going great for us. But we can kill Gix in the shadow here. We can sit here and do nothing, I think. Can't cut down the shadow because they can pump it, so it's got to be double go for the throat for us. Oh man, it's truly old school. That one does die to cut down if we can get him tapped out. Oh, that's nasty. Each player discards 2 cards, each player loses 2 life, each player sacks 2 creatures of their choice. Can we see what modes they're gonna pick? I guess it's... I think they'll want to sack and kill both creatures, but I guess we let them... I don't know if they've already picked or not. I don't know enough rules about Magic. We don't get to see which ones they've picked. That's too bad. At least one Jace, and probably one Go for the Throat. Did it say which mode? See, this is annoying, because if we knew that, we could have killed 2 creatures, so they had to sack the artifact. It's very likely that... This is the most expected outcome, that they would do that, but I didn't see an indication on the screen. Maybe there was one, I just missed it. Just my bad. Okay. Plus onto no one, maybe? Plus onto the Flesh Gorger. Lose 3 life. But then you cut it down. Drop to 1. Yeah. No, cut it down. You don't have to pay for the next round. Because power is 0 now. Okay. Maybe we could have done that earlier. I don't think we had the 5th land yet. Maybe they Gix out. One top, one bottom. Alright, we're doing okay here. We got some stuff moving in the right direction. Mill the card on top. Thank you. Stock up is great. Alright, here we go. We're on the move. Excruciator with Jace wins next turn. As long as we don't die here. Cool. Looks like we might get out of this if they don't kill Jace right now. That does not concern me. Alright, I think we got him. Do the thing. Someone asked me, why do I -4 once instead of the precise amount that would kill them? I don't know. Because I feel like it. Because it's more dramatic. Because I know there's nothing they can do to stop it. Cool. Yeah, leave me a comment. I mean, maybe I'll go back and watch the video. I usually watch it before I post them, but is there a way to know what modes they selected? Or, you know, would the text of the card been grayed out on the items they didn't select? I probably just missed it, but in the moment I didn't see what they selected. Otherwise we would have burned 2 removal spells, and then when they sacked 2 creatures, it would have been the whole board. So the slow method says, love the video. The teamer video I did yesterday. The subscriber video. I think it's good. Audience retention is quite high. I think better than an average video. Not as good as the tournament series, but that's kind of your most beloved content. So that's cool to see. This is good news going forward. We have yet to see how coaching subscribers and playing against subscribers will go, but it looks like me playing your deck. But who's to say, like, no, I think it was a good video for sure. I mean, it helps that it was rank 3, but it's cool to see. If you guys like that kind of content, then obviously I can do more of it. There's no shortage of janky decks you guys send me, so it can certainly be done. Iverson says, can someone please buy this guy new headphone inserts? No, can't be done. Impossible. Challenge level impossible. We're on the play. It's not good against mono red, except for the Gearhulk. I don't think I'm turning it away. One takes the mulligan. Creature land. It's Azorius Guildgate. What a treat. What do we know about that? Nothing. I do not know what's about to happen here. Fourth land is nice for the Gearhulk. Maybe we can dissect the hand. I think it's just going to be budget. Ow. Rude. I think it's just a budget player. An innocent budget player. Stock up is okay. Double stock up. I think we'll go for a more expensive Jace, right? So it's just this here. Spell Pierce. Could be interesting. Oh, we have so many good options. I almost want to just keep hitting land here for starters. I think Jace will be the most difficult thing for them to get rid of. Shelter will just die, right? Spell Pierce is not bad. I think we'll take the next Jace. Oh. Are they just budget Omniscience? This is much less cute now. Means we should have taken what instead? The Spell Pierce would have been great. I thought it was going to be a slow, grindy control match. Who's to say? They don't have Omniscience yet, so we get to free reign here. We could definitely Gearhulk and just take a look. I think that's fine with me. Also plays around Spell Pierce, not that I anticipate them having that. Okay, let's take a look. What's going on? Could also target ourselves. It is, we'll take the Awakening then. Although taking the stock up isn't bad. That just gets the next Awakening, but, I think it probably just has to be this. So it's budget Omniscience in, Diamond or Platinum or whatever that is. Stock up. Okay, so we can stock up and hold open one cut down for the turn, I guess. Don't think we need to Jace. They can't target through the Ward 1 with the Dispersal. Though they can try. They definitely are attempting to, but it's not working that well for them. Okay. Yeah, let's go ahead and stock up, I think. Counterspell's great. And any untapped land is also useful. Cool. Might as well just hold cut down, though. I guess we could also hold open, I don't think we did the next one, though. I guess we could have gone untapped land, hold open the draw spell. They don't even have Omniscience yet, do they? Yeah, we should have held open 2 mana for the clue. Stock up again. I guess this turn we'll play Jace and mill ourselves, then hold open 3 mana for 3 steps ahead. The other option is if they do nothing. There's the Omniscience. Okay. Artifact or creature. Completely useless here. I think we just hold 3 steps ahead. And 1 Jace. The other thing we could do is we could 3 steps ahead and create a copy for 3 extra, right? That'd be quite strong here. Yeah, I mean, we don't know if they're going to go for it or not, though. It's a waste of a turn if that's the case. If they already have Omniscience, I think we mill them out. Awakening goes down, that's not so bad. Okay, hold the counterspell and also the clue token. They do in fact have it, and they do go for it. Counter target spell. And now we're playing the cut down, go for the throat game. Demon is fine. Hold on. I think we'll just take the -1. Play the next Jace for 4. Still hoping cut down and go for the throat. Mistrise Village is nice to mill.
Shatter your might. Surrender your mind to Phyrexia's will.
1 short.
Data requires scrutiny.
Artifact or creature. Okay. Well, we'll see if they have the next round ready to go. They go right for the Arcavius. Well, I can't stop that. No Tashana's Tidebender. Go get the next Abuelos, I think. But they are dead here off the reef, except they have the Dispersal. So if we could get a counterspell, like a Spell Pierce, that would do them in. They tap out, though. So it looks like we do have lethal, I think. Maybe they just forgot about it. Okay, draw up, power up reef, attack. They're all tapped out, so here comes a 4/4. Huh, yeah, just get Revelation 2. Alright, we're at the 49-minute mark. We could do one more here. I think I'm down for it. We're stuck at rank 21. After losing, what, we won 1 game? Or we lost 1 game and then we deranked and haven't really ranked back up since. I feel like currently we're over 50%. Untapped's being weird. I feel like it's been logging stuff slowly recently. So I don't think I have any data from today. Yet, for whatever reason. Prime1152 says, I will admit, this list, being the Dimir subscriber list is a bit of a please don't kill me early list, but once it gets rolling, it becomes the most fun you can have playing Arena in my eyes. The upgrades you made to the deck made me love the deck even more. So happy you had fun playing the deck. Yeah, I did have a lot of fun playing it. I was very glad it popped off in the first game, because you don't want to... Yeah, I want to showcase the deck, and hopefully the guy who cooked it up is happy with it. Someone did comment at somewhere, I don't know where the comment went, it was like, oh, this deck is just a copy of MTG original net decks made the same deck a couple weeks ago. So I looked, just because curious. I didn't make the deck, you know, some subscribers sent it to me. And they both happen to run Dragonstorm Assault, and they both happen to run the 3-mana colorless dragon ramp thing, but I don't know. I mean, there aren't that many ways to build decks. Like, a lot of them are going to look similar. That's just how it is. You go first. A lot of tap lands, but it's okay. Like, if someone else tries to build a Dimir Control deck, surprise, I bet about 90% of it is going to be identical to what I have here, because, well, that's just kind of how it is. This is probably Beanstalk stuff, is my guess, so I think we can get away with a tap land right here. Not hold open anything. You know, we just win the game if we do this, right? I think we just keep lands. And I don't think we show Jace. I think we literally just chill here and do nothing. And then slam Excruciator, and then next turn slam Jace. Now I don't know if they're Beanstalk or not. They're not. Okay, I think plan is still roughly the same, though. Sack a non-token creature. Non-token. I don't know if you need to slam Jace unprotected here. I mean, you want the land. They probably don't have haste. We could try to draw into the land with it. I'll be sad if they get lost. But they got an empty board. They're playing super slow. Land, land, rides, end. So they're kind of a mishmash. World Wagon. We can't anoint that, yeah? Mill 3 times. We need to plus here, right? If we want to excruciate on time. Not the next land yet. Okay. It's plus. It could be demon. Give up the bit. I guess we have the Restless Reef too, so even if Jace did die, if they don't have mana open to interact, we could win that way too. Okay, creature. It's going to crew the World Wagon either way. So we'll plan to anoint the World Wagon before they go to combat. Sure. Okay, exile. I guess we can blow the rest of the removal spells here too, just because. Or we could sweep if we don't hit anything. Nah, we want to protect Jace if we can. And we could top deck land. And then I think we'll wish we had kept Jace safe. Land off the top. No. But not that bad.
I will clear your mind.
Okay. I think we hold the counterspell plus the draw discard. We're just trying to hit land here. You can hit creature artifact. I don't think it's relevant. Hold on. We're almost there. Death Touch. Vigilance. Double Strike. I mean, we'll just do it to do it. Counter and draw discard. Auto pay. Scoop. They don't want to see the rest of it. They don't even know that we have the demon in hand. Fair enough. All right, that is a good note. Hey, we ranked up. Rank 19 Mythic, finishing in the top 20 Mythic. I like this deck a lot. We didn't get to see kind of the core thing I wanted to see, which is I wanted to see the Gear Hulk and the Sheldred just go toe-to-toe with some red decks, especially the Steel Cutter decks, and just see, okay, if we put back life gain in, like Sheldred hasn't been played in ages, right? How does that fare? But I think it's cool. I like the deck a lot. I think Dimir's fun, and I don't really play it that often. Would I make any changes to what I had here today? I mean, I don't know how good Intimidation Tactics is versus just Duress. I guess it's better against Mono Red, right? Maybe it's fine. We kind of have a mishmash in here. And with Stock Up, it's cool to have a toolbox effect because you can kind of get whatever you need out of the Stock Up. We were okay against the Omniscience matchups. We never hit Ghost Vacuum, but between the counter spells and the threat of the removal spells, we did okay. I guess Anoint with Affliction is in fact worse against Omniscience. Maybe that's a reason not to run this. Or like to cut it down to 1 and go like 1 fewer Anoint and like up 1 on Nowhere to Run. Just interesting if Omniscience is that big of a deal and you're not running that many counter spells and removal is your answer to Omniscience, then having more removal spells that actually fulfill that role could be good. And then, you know, I don't know if you run Deduce or another removal spell from Mono Red, but overall it was fun. I had a good time with it. Yeah, if you enjoyed today's video, oh my gosh, we have to do membership shoutouts. I'm going to forget that. Please forgive me. All right, shoutouts for members. New members as of 0 days ago that have joined. Phil M, Adam D, Pepesian P, Georges T, Lucas H, Thine Self, who is the Hall of Heroes subscriber that we'll hopefully do a video with soon-ish, the next week or week and a half. Ranko R, Sun K, Zomia with an X, Dorian G, and Kai. Thank you guys so much for becoming a member. I hope to deliver on all of your hopes and dreams and promises and such. As always, like and subscribe, leave a comment, have a great day, and I will see you in the next one.